Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mid Pokemaster here today with the NCP Season 4 Week 1 Team Builder and Battle against OJ Albina, coach of the Miami Mence. So before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe to show your support to my channel, and then you want to see more Draft League content, and click the bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. So if you don't know OJ Albina, he's probably been in we've been in around every single Wi-Fi league together this gen. He's a good pal. We're in a close friend server and we talk and call almost every single day. So make sure to go check him out. He's been on that content creation grind for I don't know how long, but just make sure to go check him out. Makes great content. So it's funny enough that he was our last regular season battle last season of NCP. So it's funny we get to fight week 1 again. So I'm looking forward to this. I think we both have scary teams. We both have great win cons, but we also both just lose to certain mons. So his team consists of Latios, Excadrill, Scolipede, Jellicent, Sylveon, Moltres, Gigalith, Scrafty, Tangela, Xurkitree, and Stoutland. So he has a sand team with he has a few similar mons to my BBR team last season. He has the Sand Core, Excadrill, Gigalith, Scolipede. I had Jellicent for week 1 last season, so it's just kind of cool. But his team is very threatening. I don't have an Excadrill switch in at all. I'm a little ground weak, but I have ways of dealing with it. But my ways of dealing with ground types don't like the steel typing, to switch into, so it's just a very threatening mon. So as you can see, the first one I'm bringing is Protective Pads Rillaboom, U-turn, Grassy Glide, knockoff drum beating, almost max HP. This is not the right levels, so I'll have to change that real quick. I'll change them as I go. But almost max HP, a lot of defense with the Infinite Nature and the rest in attack. I believe I can live a +2 Adamant Iron Head, maybe Life Orb, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I can hit whatever comes in with whatever move. I can drum beating, I can knock off. Grassy Glide is probably going to be U-turn and Grassy Glide is what I'm going to be clicking the most. And I'm Protective Pads so I don't get flame body burned from the Moltres. Next up, I have Air Balloon, Zero Aura, Plasma Fist, Close Combat, Throat Chop, Bulk Up. Air Balloon so I can come in the Excadrill and not worry about getting hit for at least one turn. First one, click an Iron Head or a Poison Jab as I close combat. But I'm basically max attack, a lot of speed, a lot of HP. I don't have to, with his speed tierings and Zero Aura just being one of the fastest ones in the format on Wi-Fi, I don't need a lot of speed so I can run Adamant. Because I believe I am outspeeding a Scolipede. Yeah, I'm outspeeding Scolipede. And I'm, Plasma Fist, Close Combat is obvious, Throat Chop to hit the Latios. And if he's Hyper Voice Sylveon, I can do that and then set up on him so he can't hit me. Next up, I have a speed boosting Nihilego with the X Belt, Sludge Wave, Power Gem, Dazzling Gleam, Grass Knot. This mon, just literally destroys everything on his team besides the Gigalith and the Excadrill. Gigalith is a little bit easier to deal with because if I get Grassy Terrain boosted Grass Knots, that's super helpful. But Excadrill just doesn't take anything, so I need that to be gone or severely weakened, and I can honestly just win with Nihilego because it just breaks down all his walls and his offensive mons. Next up, I have X Rebel Bisharp. This one's kind of forced to come, so he can't just spam, Psychic with his Latios. So it's I need it, my Dark type. I know it gets Aura Sphere, and he's probably going to be Core Berry, but I at least have to force it to where he can't, just spam Psychic and, 2-hit KO my entire team. So Iron Head, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Rock Tomb, Max Attack, Adamant, and just the rest in HP. A little bit of speed just for, if he's with his Sylveon speed creeping and no speed Bisharp, I want a little bit more speed. But this mon can put in a lot of work because it breaks down all his walls. I beat Jellicent, I beat Sylveon, I can beat Moltres if, I get the prediction right with Rock Tomb as it comes in. It beats Gigalith, it beats Scrafty. So this mon can just is either going to put in a lot of work or no work whatsoever. Next up we have my standard, Flame Orb, Marvel Skull Melodic, Scald Recover, Toxic Ice Beam, physically defensive, try to take hits from Excadrill, If he's Motor Breaker, good for him. But that makes it just makes it that much easier to deal with it, because then I can go into my Rillaboom, I can go into Zeraora, I can go into Palisand if he's locked into one move. I honestly think he'll bring, Sand Rush, just because Sand Rush offensive with like a Life Orb, just because it puts that much work in. And then my final mon of the week is Palisand. Physically defensive, Stealth Rock, Shore Up, Scorching Sand, and Shadow Ball. Rocks aren't completely necessary, but just getting a little bit of chip on everything as they come in is super helpful. Because if he's not Boots, Scorpion, or Moltres, they're taking lots of, just Stealth Rock damage. And then Shore Up for the healing. I actually heal 75% up when the sand is up. I heal 75% with Shore Up, so that's always super useful. And then I just thought the dual stabs were nice here. Scorching Sands for a 30% chance to get burned. And Shadow Ball to hit Latios and Jellicent. So there was a mon I didn't bring this week that was kind of surprising, and that was Victini. It was my first overall pick, and it's a mon I love. But there was just no set that really made sense. Like, he has a Scolipede and a Latios that outspeed and can revenge pretty easily. Excadrill outspeeds with Sand Up. Jellicent, lives any hit. Sylveon lives any hit. Moltres lives any hit. Gigalith chews everything. Scrafty can take, most of his mons can take any hits if I'm physical or special, and there was just never a good way for me to get it in and put in work. So I wanted to bring originally I was Trick Room Room Service, or Trick Room Weakness Policy, but no matter what, Gigalith always undersped me, so it would outspeed me in Trick Room. So it was just very hard to find a set for Victini to work, so I just didn't bring it and brought a mon that I felt would be more useful. So thank you all for watching the team builder, and I'll see you all in the battle. And here we are with the battle. So shoutouts to John Jr. for making this brand new layout. I think it looks amazing. I'll even hide one of my mons so you can see the Great Ball behind it. He did amazing work, so I'm going to leave him in the description. And make sure to go follow him, commission him if you need anything. And we're about to battle my good pal, OG Albino. So let's see if I got these 6 right. So he has no Jellicent, and he has Xurkitree. That's fine. Let's see if I have that Mon Sprite. Let's see if I have that somewhere. So Zerk. Do I not have that Mon? That Mon's gonna have to be a home sprite, which is unfortunate. But this is pretty much the team I expected. So Xurkitree. That's this. Oh, I changed the wrong one. I'm gonna have to change that afterwards. I need to pick a lead. Honestly, Rillaboom isn't looking too bad because it's good against everything besides Scolipede and Moltres, but I can do good with everything else. So good luck, have fun. What was my 6th one? That was Milotic. So let's get this battle going. And his 6th one was Xurkitree. And I didn't write down his team, but that's fine. Zeus. That's totally fine with me. So Xurkitree. So he probably just wants like a free, probably wants like a free Volt Switch. But how much do I do to this thing? Like, he doesn't touch me at all. Which is the only thing, like, he just doesn't touch me. So I'm going to knock off whatever comes in. So, you have Excadrill, Gigalith, Latios, Moltres. It did a lot. He had Boots, Scolipede, and Zerk. So he took a good amount from that. So Moltres. And sorry if I'm yelling. That music was just so loud in my ears. So I'm just gonna go straight out into my Palisand. Because that mon kind of covers everything on the team. So he's at like 70. He was boots. So we can get rocks out. This mon's severely chipping weakened. So, and I did move my mic around, my webcam around. So sorry if I'm not like always in frame. It's just, you know, something I'm gonna have to get used to. I actually didn't count how much Palisade was gonna take. So let's hope it's not too much. He goes for toxic. That's fine. Like, I don't want to get this thing too weakened, but that's why I didn't go into the Milotic, because I don't want to get toxic when I have a Flame Orb that I need. Stealth Rocks is honestly really good here. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rocks. Just getting chip off on everything to, you know, make it easier for my Nihilego or Zero Aura to come in. I could have easily gotten into my Nihilego there, onto this, but I was afraid of him U-turning out into like the Excadrill, so he's going to Roost. So he's Toxic Roost. I'm just going to get my rocks up here. And his way of getting rid of those is Excadrill, Latios, and Moltres. But if Scoliped's not boots, he's going to take quite a bit of damage. So I'm going to take some toxic damage here, 12%. And I'm just going to go hard out into Nihilego, just because I don't know if he's going to click anything, it's going to be U-turn or Flamethrower. But he doesn't have a great switch into this, because if I click Shadow Ball, like, either my dual stab's good here. And honestly, he could probably just stay in. So let's see what he's going to click. Does he have the U-turn? Okay, he's going to click Flamethrower. That's not going to do much at all. 195 to 166. So let's see how offensive this is. So that did 29. So that's just standard, no special attack. So I could Power Gem, but he has no reason. I mean, I guess he doesn't have boots. So I'm just going to Power Gem. Because even if you switch out here into like anything, nothing really wants to take this. So he's going to switch out. Actually could have gone for a, you know, Grassy Terrain boosted, you know, what's it called? Grass Knot. So you're going to go down to around 88. So how much does this do? 80 to around like 60, I would say. That's Grassy Terrain and lefties. That's looking around 70, but the Grassy Terrain's gone, so no reason for me to stay in. I'm going to go hard into my Palisand. I have no reason not to. I chew any hit from this. Like, I just chew a hit. His best play is to go for Stealth Rock here. Let's see if he clicks it. He's actually going to pivot out into the... I don't know what that is. I'm fine with this. I don't really have a great switch into this. Like, it's a mind game in all honesty. Because he can click Aura Sphere predicting the Bisharp, but then he doesn't touch this. I don't die to any one hit. Unless if he's like Life Orb. So I just want to go for my Shadow Ball and get damage off. Because you're at around 82%. So you're going to go for Shadow Ball. That doesn't kill me. Let's see how much this does. That doesn't do as much as I anticipated, but you know, getting damage off on this is extremely nice for my Rillaboom. Oh, that's why I didn't do so much damage. I was calculating minus Spadef on the Latios. I think we just saw leftovers. I'm not too for sure. But now you're under 20%, so you die to a Grassy Glide. Okay, so we're going to see Latios kill Palisand. Do I have any reason not to go into Bisharp here? I also get free Zero Aura because I know I outspeed, but then he knows I'm... I wanted to go Zero Aura there, but then he would know I'm... I can't think of what the item's called. Air Balloon. I kind of want to keep that in the back. So, I'm just going to Grassy Glide you. You can go into your Moltres here that lives any hit, but you're going to take rocks plus this damage. So how much does that actually do? It actually doesn't do a lot. I do 8 to 10%. And he's probably going to be like, why am I not getting the burns? But I have the, what's it called? So you actually go into this, the Scolipede. And your boots on this too. Yeah, that does nothing. And sand's gonna go away, so I'm not taking that extra damage. So you're gonna be at around like 90. So you took around like 16%. I have no reason not to go into my... I guess I could go Bisharp. Like, how much do you do to Bisharp in Gassy Terrain? I mean, Mega Horn two-shots me. So I have no reason not to go into my Milotic here. And we know he's not Life Orb. So just don't have like Toxic. So you just have Spikes. That's actually quite terrifying. And now I'm burned. So Scald does a good amount no matter what, so I'm just going to click it. But I realize now I don't have a Xurkitree switching. I have Rillaboom and that's it. Which isn't too bad, but it's not what you want to rely on, in all honesty. So he's just going to Spike Stack me. Try to put everything in range of his Excadrill. So he's at around 50% and I get the burn. So I have a decent chance to kill him this turn. And he's at, I believe, +2 speed, and he has 2 spikes up. That's just something I need to remember. If only I brought hazard removal. But my team just doesn't really have it. So he's going to get the 3 spikes up. Can I get the damage roll here? I do not. So that's just unfortunate that I just barely didn't get it, but you know, that's Mons. I just don't know what he's going to click here. So I'm forced to click Scald here. I could have Ice Beamed on the Latios switching. But that thing is not going to take a Scald after rocks if it switches in here, but it's not going to switch in. So he's just going to click Mega Horn. That does nothing. So Milo gets the first kill of our season. Milo kills Scolipede. So that is one of his Rillaboom answers gone. So I just need to be careful about Xurkitree getting some chip damage on this Excadrill. Latios is a lot weaker than I put it. It's at like, it's in the red because it did not recover. So I need this Moltres to either be weakened or gone, so I don't have to predict around it. So he's gonna go into Zeus. How much does this do to me if it's like Choice Scarf? I actually live any hit decently well, and I know he's gonna Volt Switch. I mean, he also does have the Grass move here. I'm forced to go Rillaboom. If he doesn't click the Grass move here, I'm going to be very upset. So I could have gone Zero Aura there and got a Bulk Up. Does he click Electric move? But at least getting this Grassy Terrain up is very nice. Okay, so he clicked the Energy Ball. That's what I wanted. 154 to 93. So he did 61%. Well, I was in the wrong calc, and I was like, how's that do that little? So I'm just gonna U-turn out. I guess that's actually not the greatest play because I'm going to take spike damage. He'll probably go into Moltres here, I would think. Okay, so he's just not Choice Scarf. And I'm going to die to spikes. He's going to go around to 65. E-Ball and Gleam. How much does Nihilego do? Nihilego does a lot to this thing. Especially now that I know it doesn't outspeed. He's going to get to be healed up a little bit. How much is Grass going to do? It's just not going to do enough. But he's not going to do anything to me, so I'm just going to click the Grass Knot here. That does nothing. He's a Soul Vest. So he's going to Volt Switch out. I'm really wishing I brought Victini now, just because I feel like I could have put in like a big hole in this team. He's going to go into Hades. That's the Excadrill. Are we going to see Mold Breaker? I actually heal up before him. So he's actually back at 100. He has no reason not to click Iron Head here. So I'm just going to sack off Rillaboom and see how that gets us. I need to get some sort of damage up on this so my Sucker Punch on Bisharp can kill this thing. Because that's my win con at this point. So Scolipede kills Rillaboom with Spikes. Kills Rillaboom with Spikes. How much does Zero Aura do to this thing? Close Combat does kill. So my play is to Close Combat here. I have to hope he's not Choppleberry. And he's Choppleberry. He's going to click Rapid Spin to get rid of my spikes. And my spikes, my Stealth Rocks. That's a problem. That's actually a big problem. And there's no way I live a Earthquake. At least not that this is weak and it's in range of Bisharp. But I just have to sack this off. Do I? I kind of have to. How much does Bisharp do to this thing? It does quite a bit. I have to sack off Nihilego. So at least this Mon can still put in work. So Excadrill kills Nihilego. I go into Bisharp here. Sucker Punch should kill. I know he's not going to fall for it. But it's my only play. It's just my only play. I could have gone Milo, but that was honestly probably a better play, but I still take a lot of damage. And he gets to go right back into his Xurkitree and would just get so many kills on me. So like this game is winnable. It's just gonna be very hard. He's gonna switch on into his Moltres. I've really wanted to click the what's it called? Really wanted to click the Rock Slide button or whatever rock move I have, Rock Tomb, but I just couldn't risk it with the threat that big in front of me. Click Flamethrower is not going to do anything to me. At this point, I just have to recover up. I could have tried to make a play into my Circuitry, my Zero Aura, I mean. I think I had to at that point, but I just misplayed. How much does Energy Ball do to me? I do live it. Does Bisharp live it after spikes? I can't. I have to make the play. Because I don't kill this thing. Just at all. Just don't click Electric Move. And you click the Energy Ball, that's what I needed. But I don't come back in on spikes, I think. Yeah, I don't, so I have to make every turn count here. He doesn't have any reason to sack this thing off, so I'm clicking Rock Tomb. He needs this for my... Okay. He deserves the one at that point. He made the right... He's got all the plays right. Circuitry kills. Bisharp. At this point, I go into Zero Aura. And I just click Close Combat. I'm at 84. Yeah, I have no reason not to click Close Combat here. It's just my freest play. I could have tried to click Bulk up there, you know, try to bring it back maybe. But no matter what, Excadrill just comes right back in and obliterates me. My only way of winning was him just completely throwing right there. Like, that was legitimately my only way of winning. Was him just sacking off the Circuitry. Does this thing come back in on spikes? It does. So Zero Aura kills Gigalith. And he's going to bring Excadrill in here. And he honestly doesn't even need to click the high horsepower. But I believe at -2, Rapid Spin just kills. Yeah, it does exactly the amount he needs if he's Jolly. How much is Melodic at? Is at 160. How much does it have a chance to live? It guaranteed 2 KOs after 3 layer spikes, so I need him to throw at this point. That's my play. For him to miss high horsepower. Nope, he gets it. You know, that's totally fair, so... Excadrill, crit totally mattered. Excadrill kills Zero Aura. So, my play should have been to go into my Melodic and hoped he missed one of them as I recovered up. It's like, but I honestly didn't live. So my play here is to recover up. You know, try to somehow live a hit between Latios and Xurkitree. You know, try to get out of range. He has no reason not just to spam high horsepower here. Because if he goes into Xurkitree and I get Scald, crit, yeah, he's going to click SD here and that's all he needed. Now what he can do is he can get the 5% chance to miss. At least sand is gone now. You know, all you have to do is miss. Get a little bit extra sand in your eyes and we'll be fine. So, Melodic kills, and that crit did not matter. Melodic kills Excadrill. Because I did 69 to 82, and that's just no HP, so like, even if he was invested, I believe that still would have killed. But he has his whole Xurkitree right here. I need him to misclick and click Dazzling Gleam. I mean, that's not too bad. This Thunderbolt has a chance to kill. Do I get like a crit Scald here so I kill? Do I get the burn? I do not. So Milo's gonna die to Flame Orb in front of Zerg. So we're gonna lose week 1. I believe that's 0-3. Yeah. So we're gonna start off the season 0-1-1 -3. That's totally fine. Owen played great. He had a great matchup. I also had a great matchup with Cernamon, so he just completely outplayed me, and there's nothing I could have done there. Just go check him out. He makes great content. He's been uploading daily for I don't know how long, so just go check him out. He makes amazing content. His content's just improved a lot over this past year, so make sure to go check him out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all the other NCP coaches down in the description, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.